Welcome race fans to another round of the AMA Pro Hillclimb Series. Today's video coverage brought to you by NAYMBRAND MEDIA. Sponsored by Earl's Indy, Dynoport, Psychomix Graphics, and Weisco Performance Products.
We are back to York, Pennsylvania, the Whit Rose Motorcycle Club. I'm Jamie Deere. We're here to talk about the top stories. In the 450 class, John Kester leads the competition after getting off to a rough start. Right here, he finished 14th place starting the season, but has gone back-to-back wins. Now in the #1 spot, Sahlstrom in second, Libhart finally in a top 3 spot in third. In the extreme class, same thing. Kester, back-to-back wins. He has gone undefeated. And then the big story continues. The open class. If Vinny Nuzzolilli, Jay Sahlstrom, or Giacomo Baldino wants any shot at a championship this year, they have to have a win here today. Kester wins one more. It's all his race. It's a 350-foot hill, the fastest on the series. Round number 5 coming up next.
York, Pennsylvania, it's time to go green. But first up, let's take a look at some of the highlights from round number 1 of the 450 Pro class. We started the day with Cody Mason out of Martinsville, Indiana. Here's the best of the best. And that'll do it for round 1 highlights. Pretty good showing here today of the 14 riders. There's your top 5, Schweitzer, Costin, Libhart, Baldina, and John Kester. #1 fast time, 9.993. As we head into round number 2, a beautiful day here in York, Pennsylvania. And we start the second round with Justin Fowler, the 359 out of Rush, Kentucky, riding for Rush Off-Road. First run for Fowler, 11.600. Not fast enough for a podium finish. He'll try and make a comeback, and he does. Second run for Fowler at 10.371 will edge out Giacomo Baldina's first attempt at 10.5. So Baldina pushed back 1 spot. Jack Mason out of Martinsville, Indiana, the 357, launching out of the hole, trying to get that tire to eat good air over that first jump through the berm. And Mason's going to turn in a faster time at 10.349, and he'll move in front of Fowler. 300ths faster, and now Giacomo Baldina's back. He's been pushed back to 4th place. His first run at 10.5. Second run, going to need a 10.349 or faster to grab that #2 spot back. He's not going to get it at 10.381, so that will be, looks like a 5th fastest right now for Giacomo Baldina. And now Jay Sahlstrom, boy, he's got his work cut out for him. First run for Sahlstrom, 11.574. He had trouble right there. He way overshot the jump in round number 1. This time he nails it, and it's good enough for your fast time. A 9.990 flat. That is 3 thousandths faster than John Kester. 3 thousandths faster. So Kester, after a dominating week last weekend in Freemansburg, Pennsylvania, now in jeopardy of not taking the win after that phenomenal first run of 9.993. Here is his second attempt. The time to beat, 9.990. And having to roll that first jump, no momentum there, but boy, he gets on the throttle. Still a great run, but not enough. And Jay Sahlstrom will keep the fast time, a 9.990. And there's the leaderboard right there. Look how close those times are. Kester will take second. Solstrom with the win. Mason, Fowler, and Baldino round out your top 5. Let's go down to the podium and talk to Solstrom about a greatly needed win in the 450 class.
Jay, there's no doubt round number 5 here today is a turning point in the points chase. You came in round number 5, 1 point behind John Kester. It was key critical that you took a win today. Man, you managed to make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. It was tough. You know, that the hill that we ran is totally different, something we're not quite used to. And so round 1 was just kind of feeling it out and seeing how to approach it. So I seen a couple rides, got an idea together, and just put a pass down. You know, John had a good time. It was hard to beat, and I didn't beat him by much. So I'm glad we could get it all together. You know, my team helped me out a whole bunch. Ty Lube, FMC, Yamaha, SSI Decals, Name Brand Media, Micah Metals, Works Connections. Everybody that steps up makes this a lot easier for me, takes the weight off my shoulders. My dad, my whole family, Braden Henry is a huge help. He came out, was my mechanic this weekend, and can't thank those guys enough.
Good luck to you. You got 2 more rounds of action yet to come. Hope to see you on the podium.
Thank you.
So congratulations to your top 3. Let's take a look at the overall point standings. A close battle right now for the number 3 spot between Mason and Libhart. Meanwhile, Kester and Solstrom nearly neck and neck as we will decide the championship in just a few weeks at the Devil's Staircase. Final round coming up of the AMA Pro Hillclimb Series. And it is time to go side by side with Verticross. We would end up going 4 wide in the finals here today. Let's take a look at the recap. At heat race number 1, it's Joseph Lowe out of Logan, West Virginia. Mika Metals rider side by side Jay Solstrom, who gets a huge leap off that first jump, would send him into the next round. And then heat race number 2, it's Cody Mason and Phil Libhart. Watch them. They tangle in the middle, and it'll be the 346 of Cody Mason to the checkered flags first. He'll move on. Libhart back to the loser bracket. And then Wildman Jack Mason and JFK, the 172 in the left-hand lane. They'll race to the top. Watch Mason on the left-hand side. He'll push Kester all the way to the finish line. And now 3 wide. And keep your eyes on Justin Fowler in the middle over this first jump. And a lawn dart. He stabs it and goes down. Kester moves on. And now 4 wide. Look at this, man. The dust is flying, but no competition for Phil Libhart in that heat. The number 4 gets out with the win, and now Schweitzer, Mason, Kester, and Libhart back again. The number 4 bike out of the loser bracket. They race to the top, side by side at jump number 1, but Libhart into jump number 2 all the way to the top now for him, and the number 4 bike takes the win. A great race for Phil Libhart. Well, here's a sneak peek in the pits with Kester Racing as they dial in that 1100 plus cc nitro injected CBR. You'll get a chance to see it coming up here in just a little while, but not until we take a look at the first round highlights of the extreme class. Starting it off with Wildman Jack Mason on the throttle. Well, the stage has now been set for the second round of the Extreme class. There's your top 5 on the leaderboard. Nuzzalili, Baldina, Mason, Kester, and Phil Libhart on that freshly rebuilt C140 with the time to beat a 9.397. Giacomo Baldina putting a little nitro methane in the tank as we gear up for round number 2 of the Extreme class. We move up to about 250 horsepower, metal in the back tire, and Giacomo Baldina starting it off. Round number 2. Giacomo right now sitting in 4th place. His first run, a 9.8 out of Brimfield, Massachusetts. Ride today for Aggressive Graphics, Parker Construction, Flamingo Motorsports. Good launch off that first jump to the checkered flag. He goes, and A little faster will move up a position, third fastest with a 9.5. Up next, Vinny Nuzzolilli, the 156 out of Monson, Massachusetts. He's a two-time national champion. Ride today for Troy Lee Design, Watson Racing, Spy Optics, Weisco Performance Products on a 637cc nitro-injected CBR, launching over that first jump through the timing lights with a time of 9.656. He'll get a little faster, but stay 5th place overall. Well, you got to ask yourself, what's going through this guy's mind? John Kester right now behind Phil Liphart. This is the first time I don't think John's been in the driver's seat. And a bad bounce right there. Oh, Kester goes down. He lays it over. And he is not happy with that at all. You can see the disappointment. Let's see if we can get a replay, see what happened. Here he comes into that first jump, and the suspension throwing him all over the place. He finally washes out and goes down. And Kester, the best he can do right now is a 9.6. He's behind Baldina and Liphart. Next rider out of Muskegon, Michigan. It's Alex Erickson on the 696 bike. Grabbing a sponsorship from D-Hart Racing, Behind Bars Racing, and Watson Racing. Had some great runs, some tough luck this season, and looks like he's out of bounds right there at gate number 2. We'll grab a replay, see if he is indeed. Comes over that jump right there, a little bit too far to the right, and yes, that back tire just outside the gate. So he will have to take a distance and settle for 7th place. And now the final rider to try and take the win away from Phil Liphart in that 1973 T140 in the time of 9.397. It's Jay Solstrom out of North Mankato, Minnesota. Ride today for Ty Lube, FMC Dyno Center, Yamaha. Jay launching over that first jump. First run was a 10.11. Second run, a 9.4. He will miss the win by 1/10 of a second. He will move in front of Giacomo Baldina, and Liphart breaks the winning streak of John Kester. There's the final results right there. Nuzzolilli, Kester, Baldina, Solstrom, and Liphart. Let's go down to the podium and talk to Baldina and Liphart.
Man, what a race for you today in that extreme class. You come out in the second round, you miss the lead time by 2/10 of a second. I know if you could have that run over again, you'd take it.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. There's always somewhere you can polish up, but we'll walk away with this third today and go into the next round with some confidence.
You know, you finished back-to-back number 4 spots last year. You've been in the number 4 spot all season long. This might have been enough to move you into the number 3 spot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely getting sick of that number 4 spot. We're ready to get up in that top 3 position, so we're fighting. Spectro Oils, my mom, my dad, Aggressive Graphics, JBR Suspension, Parker Construction, Baldina Racing, Watson Racing. I mean, just Lord Jesus Christ, everybody back home, I can't thank them enough.
Good luck today in that unlimited class. We know you got one more in you.
Absolutely.
Phil Liphart, I got to tell you, you have gone back to back to back third-place finishes. Finally today, round number 5, you broke that streak, this time with the top of the box. Great run today.
Oh, yeah, it was an awesome day for us. We finally we freshened everything up, you know, and all that. And I built a whole new motor, and you know, came here today. Today was a test run on it. I mean, I didn't even start it before we came here, and so my first run on it was, you know, fresh as it gets, right out of the box, and I ended up winning the class for the day. One and done. Factory Connection, KBR, AMSOIL, Morley and Obets, Amerigreen Biofuels, and definitely my race crew. I mean, we put a lot of hours in the last 2 weeks since Freemansburg, and you know, I wouldn't have been able to be up here without Kevin and Ralph and Brandon and John and Vic and my girlfriend Tony, and everybody's been putting time in too. So I mean, it's not only all about me. Them guys do amazing job too.
Good luck today in that unlimited class. You got one more to go.
I'm gonna go for it.
Well, it's time to take a look at the 2017 Extreme Overall Point Standings. The good news for John Kester, he'll stay in the lead. Of course, he'll be tough to beat with 4 wins this season, but a win today on that T140 of Phil Liphart moved him up to the number 3 spot. Congratulations to him. Well, it's not over. It's time for the 350 horsepower unlimited round 1 highlights. That's right, metal in the tire, 100% nitromethane. It's a top fuel class coming up next, and we started the day with Justin Fowler out of Rush, Kentucky. Well, that'll do it for first round highlights of the unlimited class. How about the race bands coming out in full force? There's your top 5 leaderboard with Vinny Nuzzolilli, the time to beat, a 9.397. Solstrom, just 1/10 of a second off. Now keep in mind, it's a 3-way battle this season between Kester, Nuzzolilli, and Solstrom. Kester right now in trouble, had to take a distance of 190 feet. Let's go down to the starting line and kick it off, round number 2 of the unlimited class. And here is Phil Libhart on the 1973 T140, this time the unlimited bike. You know, Phil said both of these T140s are dialed in, coming off a fresh rebuild, and it is definitely showing here this weekend. And Libhart right now back in 4th place with a 10.0. He's going to get faster, move up to 3rd with a 9.927. Meanwhile, the national title is on the line right now for your next rider, Jay Solstrom, out of North Mankato, Minnesota, the Yamaha R1 from Tylube, FMC Dyno Center, Yamaha FXR SSI. With a win today, could put Jay Solstrom in the lead of John Kester and Vinny Nuzzolilli. Here he comes to the top. He is 1/10 of a second slower than Nuzzolilli in round 1. Round 2, he takes the lead at 9.2. Now the question is, can Vinny Nuzzolilli answer back to Solstrom's fast run of 9.282? Out of Monson, Massachusetts, right today for Troy Lee Design, Watson Racing, Spy Optics, Weisco. On 100% nitro methane, can he grab the win? He does not, a 9.4. Leaves him just about 1/10 off of the fast time. On deck next, Giacomo Baldini out of Brimfield, Massachusetts. Not the best first run, a 10.673. However, in that extreme class, he showed his talent with a podium finish. Here he comes now from Aggressive Graphics, Parker Construction, Flamingo Motorsports, Spectro Oil, second attempt to the checkered flag, and he finds the podium, a 9.587. Will put him 2/10 of a second behind Vinny Nuzzolilli. And now the crowd is on their feet for the final ride of the day. It's Joseph Lowe out of Logan, West Virginia. Ride today for Alias Motocross. Mika Metals Hot Rod Racing on that 1000cc Suzuki Gixxer. Through the berm to the top. A 9.6. He will just miss, but he will finish 4th place overall. Congratulations to Solstrom for getting it done today. Had to finish strong for a shot at the championship, as well as Vinny Nuzzolilli. You can see finishing in 2nd. Let's go down to the podium and talk to Vinny about the points chase.
Vinny coming into round number 5. Kester had 2 wins over you. You had 1. Jay had 1. Both of you needed to finish in front of Kester this weekend, and you got it done. You still have a shot for a national title.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You know, our goal was to come into here and get at least top 2, hopefully get that win, obviously, but it wasn't there today, you know, and we'll go into Ohio, we'll be fighting and ready to go. It's going to come down to the wire, and it's going to be a great show. Definitely couldn't have done it without my sponsors, Watson Racing, Trolley Designs, Weisco Pistons, ASV Inventions, Yoshimura, Spy Optics, my mom and dad, and just everybody, Rocket, my fiance kid. It's a group effort, and I can't thank them enough.
Great job today, Vinny.
Thank you.
Jay, great racing action today in the big bike class. You come into this round number 5, and you needed a win in the worst way, just like your 450 class. Kester had 2 wins. Nuzzolilli had a win. You had a win. Now you put yourself back in a spot to possibly grab the national title.
Yeah, for sure. Points are tough. You know, Freeman'sburg, we're on the podium, but we're just not getting the wins like we wanted to. And so we had to give it our all here. You know, after the first round, we were in 2nd place, and that kind of put me in a good position to really throw down, try to hang it all out there and make something work in that 2nd round to try and get that 1st place spot. So awesome that I did that. You know, we definitely need that going into Ohio. You know, we have a little bit of a points cushion now. John kind of had a rough day, and that's going to help out too. But it's not over till it's over. We got to go to Ohio. You know, I can't thank the whole Tylube, FMC, Yamaha team, Micah Metals, NAYMBRAND Media, everybody back home, my wife, Braden, Dad, Dr. Bob, everyone at B&B Yamaha for letting us come out early and work on our bikes. I appreciate it.
Well, I'll tell you what, we can't wait for the Devil's Staircase. The final round coming up. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it'll be a barn burner for sure.
Well, congratulations, Giacomo Baldini, Vinny Nuzzolilli, Jay Solstrom on the podium of the unlimited class. There's your 2017 point standings with Kester, Nuzzolilli, and Solstrom, your top 3. But it's not over. We got one more round to go of the AMA Pro Hillclimb Series coming up in a couple of weeks. The Double Staircase. We want to thank NAYMBRAND Media for today's video production. We also want to thank our season sponsors, Earl's ND, Dynoport, Psychemix Graphics, and Weisco Performance Products. Again, we will see you round number 6, the legendary Double Staircase, Orgonia, Ohio, October 22nd. Be there.